Morning everybody, Mike Niemiec here with some early morning grain and oilseed comments for Tuesday, January 21st. Well, welcome back after the 3-day holiday, and as a result, we're kind of on the defensive with the beans and the meal to start off here. We have the bean market down in the neighborhood of around 15 to 20 cents, the meal market down 10 bucks. They were the big gainers of last week, so seeing a little bit of position evening and or backing off in those two markets. While the corn and the wheat are kind of mixed, corn's down one, wheat's up one. The soybean oil seeing some strength up around 50 points. That could be in lieu of spreading versus the weakness seen in the meal. A lot of the weakness today coming on the heels that Argentina was a little bit of a watch spot over the past couple of weeks and over the weekend to try and see if they can't get some rains coming into their area. They did receive some rains over the 3-day weekend. Not to mention that over the next 4 days, they're both about to receive a couple more, as far as forecasted, 2 more heavy bouts of rain over the next 4 days. So that's kind of eased off the bean and the meal prices and limited buying interest in the wheat and in the corn. Other than that, the Brazilian weather remains quite conducive, and they're working away with their harvest, trying to get some farmer selling coming out of them for their beans, once again to try and take the business away from the U.S. The markets over the past 3 days, that while we were closed, that being China and Malaysia, were kind of mixed, so no big storyline coming from them. The commitment of trade report that came out on Friday continued to show, which once again is given most of the weakness in the beans and the meal, where the managed money added to their net long positions in the beans and the meal. They surprisingly liquidated some of their short positions in the corn and the wheat, and they added to their net short positions in the soybean oil. So them already being short the wheat, corn, and soybean oil, limiting the weakness in the overnight trade as compared to what we're seeing in the beans and in the meal. We're going to get our exports out later on this morning, and once again, we do have somewhat that's kind of still conducive as far as support goes for the bean market, the old crop tightness per se. As far as what's going to go on with the March contract, we were trying to ship business down to South America, and how readily we do that will be an important factor going fast forward, because it still seems like we're still doing bean business, and we'll see what this morning's exports are. One other note, we did see where all the rest of the bean registrations were canceled on Friday. Once again, these are my opinions, not that of ADM or ADMIS.